My name is Representative Jason Grill. I'm from Kansas City area, and I was one of the sponsors of House Bill 1341 and a co-sponsor of 1311, which Representative Schnarrhorst sponsored. So I was on the front lines working with everyone on this legislation. I got my interest in autism through Autism Speaks in the Kansas City area and doing it different groups with them and on the Kansas side as well. But I just wanted to say this is a huge, huge landmark legislation. It couldn't have been done without everyone in this room. We talk about the governor and the legislature, but really it's the advocates who were down in Jeff City. It's the media who reported on the autism bill. It's all the different groups that played a big part. It's not just us standing up here. So I wanted to get everyone to give a round of applause to everyone in this room before we sign this legislation, because without all of the people in this room and throughout the state, this legislation can never be realized. So let's give a round of applause to everyone in this room. And lastly, I just want to point out that the governor mentioned we do have a cost of living adjustment in this bill. And from what I understand, after talking to Representative Schnarrhorst and others, this is the only state in the United States that does have that in their legislation. So we're a first on that, 20th overall to pass legislation dealing with this, but we're definitely a first on that measure. So I wanted to give the baton now, I guess, to Representative Griswold, who's a good friend of mine from the Kansas City area, who started this legislation 3 years ago and has been instrumental in all the processes we've gone through and all the different bills, who just arrived. And without him, without the bipartisan nature of this bill, I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican, we were able to push this bill over the finish line with the governor's help as well. So I'd like to bring him up here to speak real briefly on the bill.